I don't believe we were able to get to it during our fall concert earlier this year, but if you look in your bulletin, you'll see a handful of the students in the junior high choir also participated in the mini musical, which happened at the end of October. So I just wanted, if you were in mini musical, raise your hand quick. Yeah, a lot of these kids, these are super dedicated kids. Almost over half of them are also in the band. The music program here is something absolutely amazing. And being my first year here, I've just been blown away by how much these kids are ready and willing to be involved and participate in everything they can possibly do musically here. Our last song for tonight is another Victor C. Johnson arrangement, this time of African Noel, which will probably be a stark contrast to the previous Victor Johnson arrangement. This is a fun little African song that is singing. The words are just Sing Noel, but it's very fun. The kids have had a lot of fun working on it, and we were able to add some percussion, so I hope you enjoy African Noel.
Looking to learn more about what the Mustangs are up to? Tune in to AVTN, your official home for all things Mustangs. Here at AV Tech Network News, we pride ourselves in producing professional-looking newscasts filled with the positive events and projects ongoing within our district and honoring those who accomplish truly great things. Tune in online or through social media as we produce and share a newscast each month, updating you on the very latest with our school district on your home for all things Mustangs.
Arts, athletics, and academics. 3 A's that describe the Mustangs. With a rich history in all areas, the Mustangs strive to be the standard for excellence on all fronts. A school district second to none where students have numerous opportunities to achieve, excel, compete, and experience championship outcomes. The Independence Community School District will set you up for success during and after your career as a Mustang. Visit www.independence.k12.ia.us to learn more about how you can live the Mustang way and truly be second to none.
What can being a Mustang do for you? Let's start from the top. Being a Mustang will give you the chance to learn from some of the state's best teachers at all levels, kindergarten through high school. Being a Mustang will allow you the chance to become involved and hands-on with our state award-winning arts, athletics, plus our non-competitive activities groups. Being a Mustang will allow you to study, achieve, and grow into the person you want to be. Will you be a Mustang? For more information on the Mustang Way, visit the school's website at www.independence.k12.ia.us. Independence Community Schools. Start here, succeed anywhere.
The Mustangs are off to a hot start. Football, volleyball, and cross country raise the bar, and we hope you won't let the threat of winter cool the fun. Join the Mustangs all this winter as the Mustang boys and girls enter WAMAC Conference, play against a loaded division of basketball powerhouses. Don't forget the other boys of winter on the wrestling mat will be in search of a repeat trip to state later this winter. Keep up to date with a full activity schedule by visiting www.wamacconference.org, and we'll see you at the Staple.
Hi, my name is Kate Barloon, and like you, I'm a community member that is excited about what music education can do for our students and the future of these kids as they move into our high school program. The future looks bright. I would like to let you know about the Music in Our Schools Foundation. It's our locally grown foundation that generated enough money to buy a grand piano here, and it allows the entire music staff to make requests for things that the district could not pay for. So for instance, the elementary may have gotten a music carpet, or the West Elementary got guitars. I believe there's some sousaphone stand in the band room that the foundation paid for. I think Mr. Lang would like to ask for some new tubas, things like that. At any rate, the foundation is doing a membership drive. It's the first of its kind, and we as a community can rally behind these kids and our music program because it teaches a whole language. We were told we need to do reading, and these kids read a language in class all the time. They don't need to add more reading. It's what they're doing. If they're in choir, they're reading the musical language along with reading a text or reading a foreign language. So we're very excited that music can teach our kids spatial relations. It helps with science and math. It teaches us confidence and expression and compassion and responsibility to a group and to some deadlines. It helps us grow up, and it's very important that we work together, and I'd like to ask you to join us in supporting these kids through the foundation membership drive. So you could make a donation at Peter's Law Firm. My smiling face will be in the hallway afterwards. You could grab a form from me. All members, it's a $50 and up, have different levels of donating available. So everyone gets a window decal for their cars, so we can all feel like we're in this together, promoting what we think is important. And it's 50 and up, and even at the $2,000 level, you get to put your business logo on the marching band trailers. And we love our marching band, and it goes out into the state, and there's not one like it anywhere. And I think what these kids are probably excited about is getting their hands on that high school program where they get to feel like a part of a family, which is an unusual signature, I think, for a music program. And we are just delighted to get to say that about ours. So please join me in supporting these kids in music through donating to the Music in Our Schools Foundation. Thank you.
Looking to learn more about what the Mustangs are up to? Tune in to AVTN, your official home for all things Mustangs. Here at AV Tech Network News, we pride ourselves in producing professional-looking newscasts filled with the positive events and projects ongoing within our district and honoring those who accomplish truly great things. Tune in online or through social media as we produce and share a newscast each month, updating you on the very latest with our school district on your home for all things Mustangs.
Arts, athletics, and academics. 3 A's that describe the Mustangs. With a rich history in all areas, the Mustangs strive to be the standard for excellence on all fronts. A school district second to none where students have numerous opportunities to achieve, excel, compete, and experience championship outcomes. The Independence Community School District will set you up for success during and after your career as a Mustang. Visit www.independence.k12.ia.us to learn more about how you can live the Mustang way and truly be second to none.
What can being a Mustang do for you? Let's start from the top. Being a Mustang will give you the chance to learn from some of the state's best teachers at all levels, kindergarten through high school. Being a Mustang will allow you the chance to become involved and hands-on with our state award-winning arts, athletics, plus our non-competitive activities groups. Being a Mustang will allow you to study, achieve, and grow into the person you want to be. Will you be a Mustang? For more information on the Mustang Way, visit the school's website at www.independence.k12.ia.us. Independence Community Schools. Start here, succeed anywhere.
The Mustangs are off to a hot start. Football, volleyball, and cross country raise the bar, and we hope you won't let the threat of winter cool the fun. Join the Mustangs all this winter as the Mustang boys and girls enter WAMAC Conference, play against a loaded division of basketball powerhouses. Don't forget the other boys of winter on the wrestling mat will be in search of a repeat trip to state later this winter. Keep up to date with a full activity schedule by visiting www.wamacconference.org, and we'll see you at the stable.
Good evening, and thank you for attending tonight's concert. I want to echo what Mr. Rogers said earlier when he was addressing the audience. But thank you very much for attending tonight's concert. And before we perform our final selection, there is some administrative work and achievements that need some recognition. First of all, before we get into it too far, as always, a big thank you to all of the members of our music department. Very rarely do you have a department where, I mean, we work so well together, we all like each other, and we have tremendous musicianship, and I value every day that I get to work with every member of this department. So I just want to thank all the members of the music department, and also Mr. McBride and his crew for helping make this concert possible, and of course to everyone helping make our ensembles sound and look great. I also want to take a moment, and this on a personal level, to publicly thank, for those that didn't know, I did some internship this whole year for my master's with Mr. Howard, and I got to work with Mr. Howard, Mr. Huckey, Mr. Putz, and Superintendent Peterson. And I just want to thank them for their support and mentorship over the year. And I really want to let you guys know that I've gained a really strong and real respect for what they do, not only for our district, but for our building, staff, students, but also the programs. Because this wouldn't happen without their supporting them. Also, I want to thank the parents for your continued encouragement and support of the music programs here. Mrs. Barloon was up here talking about it. But if whether it's giving money and helping financially support the fine arts here in Independence, or if it's volunteering your time, I know Mrs. DeBoer, if she's in the room, she's going to cheer wildly for me here. But it's not just giving money, but it's also volunteering your time. A lot of the stuff that you see up here isn't raised just for high school. It's raised for the entire music departments, and quite honestly, one area that we split 50-50, in case you are wondering, is the vocal music department and the band department run concessions. And I know Mrs. DeBoer, because whenever we go to band booster meetings and whatnot, and I'm sure you get the emails, she's always looking for volunteers. And if there's any way that you junior high parents can help her out and help out the band boosters, that also helps out the choir as well. And it helps out all of the students. So whether it's financially or morally or just volunteering your time, I want to thank those people who continue to do that. The last thing is before I recognize some of the students and their terrific accomplishments, I also want to thank the students. I told them earlier this year, it was a couple weeks ago, this group is such a fun group. I have not enjoyed teaching more than this year. This group is a fabulous group. They like each other, they support each other, they know that they want to be part of something great, and I'm jealous of Mr. Lang because Mr. Lang's going to get them next year, but I can't say enough about this group. They are a terrific group. So I want to make sure to thank the students. Speaking of the students, I need to recognize, I'm a big believer that if you want excellence, you have to recognize excellence. True excellence. It can't be fake excellence. It's got to be, the real deal. And these students really worked hard. We recently participated in the NEIDA Honor Band, which was hosted at Old Wine. And we had 9 this past Saturday. And I also want to thank, speaking of volunteering time, I want to make sure I publicly thank Mrs. Hanson for helping transport some of the students, because 9 students, we haven't had that before. We can't get everyone into a 7-passenger van. So thank you to her for her willingness to help out in transporting some of these students. We had 9 students selected, and I'm going to ask if they come out here to receive a certificate from the district NEIDA. Just so you know, This year's event included approximately 260 junior high students from school districts classes 1A to 4A, all over Northeast Iowa. From the 8th graders participating in the event, 22 students were selected for the All Iowa 8th grade honor band, which happens in Des Moines in May. The students selected for the NEIBA honor band, though, we had 9, and they were Lexi Fitz on trumpet. Aiden Anderson, tuba. Lily Giddings, French horn. Robert Hansen, trombone. Grace Hung, French horn. Ashlyn Martin, clarinet. Dominique Miller on percussion. Laura Smith on oboe. And Lauren Troutman on alto saxophone. One thing I need to add to this is that all of these students, because we went over it with the rest of the students in the band, because they were all cheering each other on, all of these guys placed in the top chairs of their ensembles. So independence is just, it's recognized well and it's represented well at this event. And they had to audition for their chair placement.
From all
like
of the
I said,
students participating
did a
from
great job.
the
But in
honor
particular,
band that auditioned for it
22
are
students from
the
all
22 were
the
selected for the
participating
2018
from
All Iowa 8th grade
the,
honor band,
honor
which
band
performed
that
at the
auditioned for it
2018
are
Iowa Bandmasters
22
Convention in
selected
May
for the
at the
2018
Grand
Iowa
Ballroom
8th
of the
grade
Des
honor band,
Moines
which
Downtown
performs
Marriott
at the
Hotel.
2018
Students
Iowa
are selected
Bandmasters
based on their
Convention in May
auditions at
the Grand
NEIBA honor
Ballroom
band.
of the Des
And
Moines
this year,
Downtown Marriott
via
Hotel.
Independence had 2
Students are selected based on their
selected as
auditions
alternates,
at NEIBA honor
which
band.
is
And this
Ashlyn
year,
Martin on
we had
clarinet and Laura
Independence
Smith
had
on
2
oboe.
students selected as alternates, which is Ashlyn Martin on clarinet and Laura Smith on oboe.
The Independence Junior High also had 1 student selected outright. She's the top
The Independence
saxophone
Junior
in
High
Northeast
also
Iowa.
had
And
1
on
student
alto
selected
saxophone, it's
outright,
Lauren
which she's the top saxophone in Northeast Iowa. And on alto saxophone, it's Lauren Troutman.
And every year, someone's like, Lord, holiday music. So
Every
anyway,
year,
our last piece is to satisfy that crowd.
much I love
And it is a winter celebration by arranged by Michael Story. I hope you enjoy it.
So
We had a good
anyway,
time.
our last piece is to satisfy that crowd, and it is a winter celebration arranged by Michael Story. I hope you enjoy it. We've had a good time.